Traders, Playbook Trading here, bringing you evaluation and how we evaluate ourselves. You may have, I'm sure you have, and if you've heard that, the success in trading usually stem from how we manage our losses versus how we manage our wins. Why it's important? Well, losses are important because it's the single biggest KPI in trading, key performing indicator in trading that tells us or leads us to believe that we are in it for a long run. It is also the single biggest attribute that traders should have because that shows discipline. Now, let's talk about why trading results are important in anything that we do. And I am so amazed by many traders that I've met and mentor over time that they don't manage their trades. They don't track their trades. Could be many other reasons why, but mostly traders fail in this business because there is no self-accountability. And everybody wants to go work for the man. A man is a bitch. So let me just say that. It's not good. The minute they have an opportunity, they'll get rid of you. Don't be that person to yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation to fail. Evaluate yourself. If you want to lose weight, you got to evaluate yourself. You got to go to the gym. That's number one. You got to change your routine. You got to bring some type of a change in your life to be successful. You got to eat healthy. And most importantly, at the end of the day, what you eat versus what you burn. That's simple as that. Trading is no different. What you lose, what you make at the end of the day, that's your net gain or net losses. Now think about the companies. And those of you who understand or in your life where you're starting to understand the companies, whether it's any company. So let's talk about time and motions. Think about your broker. How many times they send you a survey and ask you how many trades you take, what do you think we can make you better? All those taking data to understand who are their customers, what demographics they're working with, and then they can go and run those campaigns and target those customer base accordingly to generate what's best for the organization. Trade tracking is a mechanism that tells us who we are, what's our personality, and why it's important. Because I'm going to walk you through what I do and why it's important, and you should start managing yourself, managing your business. If you're interested, send me an email, info@livetraders.com. Join our free chat room where we're doing absolutely fantastic right now as far as trading goes. We're absolutely killing it. You can see the last week, what we've done in the room. All trades are documented, traded live. You can check out some of the videos of what we're doing. And this is how we manage our trade. And it's a community of really, really good traders here. And I'll just show you why it's important. So a lot of good things are happening here. And check it out. So this is from Friday. Dell trade. I'm saying Dell right over here. The first part right here. Look at Dell 123 on 2 minutes. Dell long 66 by 65. Well before the trade triggers. See the window? Clipping right here, going live. It hasn't triggered. And you already know what happened after that. There's a video I did on a Dell that's on my YouTube video. Feel free to check it out here. All right, so now let's go into the trade tracking sheet, why it's important. What kind of trader are you? I just had a conversation with a trader this morning that I mentored, and we had a really good session. It was almost a 90-minute session, and I asked this trader, hey, what are your trading goals? And everyone has great goals, and I would say that, hey, that's good if you have goals. So if you I'm going to use this in an example. It's different for the trader that I was working with. But if your goal is to have $100, you want a $100 risk unit, and last week you made $1,000, can you commit to yourself to reduce the noise, eliminate the setups that weren't meeting your trading plan, and double your risk? You will take less trade, you will make more money. That's the homework. That's what I gave this trader, and we're going to meet next week. He's in our chat room as well. Feel free to look at feel free to click the link and join the room at no cost. But let's go over this trading spreadsheet here. As you can see, these are actually real trades that I've taken. And I can walk you through in the room. I just showed you in the room all these trades were called in my personal account. And from 828 to 901. Now we had this is significantly lower than what I've done last week. I reduced my trading. And when you look at this from a daily standpoint, and I'm going to walk you through this. Day one, I made $120, $27.50 on day 2, $28 on day 3, $8.95, and $1,200. All these trades, and how you use that. You can have TraderView. That's a really good software as well. I don't work for TraderView. I've used it. There's a really good software. It does everything for you. You can take your data from your broker, dump it into TraderView, and it gives you all kind of good stuff. You can take a free trial, try it, see if it works for you. Why the physical, or I would say manual entry, helps me, and I believe it can help you as well, because you are now forced to enter data that you are responsible. Now, if you're working for a man, we talked about the man who constantly asking you for spreadsheet. And I've always said to everybody, and when I trade, either you're going to make a personal choice and a performance choice. Let not be a personal choice. Let's make it a performance choice, because then it is much more objective. Even if you're working for someone, don't give them a reason. Be yourself. Be the best version of yourself, because make it hard for them. Make it hard for the side of you that's saying, maybe I'll do it next day. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. No, do it each and every day, because if you're trading, minimum day trading, you have a minimum for $25,000 account, because that's a pattern day trading account. You take that 25,000, and this is no joke. If you take the 25,000, so let's do it right here. Multiply by 20 trading day. Now you are dealing with $500,000 times, let's say 4 times. Now you have $2 million at your disposal. And that's a $25,000. I don't recommend a $25,000 account. I think we should have $30,000 account to give us some room, some wiggle room. And you multiply that by 4. That's $120,000 in buying power times 20. That's $2.4 million at your disposal. Now, this is what I call the opportunity, and what you're going to do with the opportunity. Because try to go get a $2.4 million loan and see what you need to do, how much work you need to do to create maybe 5% on the $2.4 million, which is just about $12,000. That's a lot of work, and there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee anything, but there's one thing I can tell you, that you will have much better success when you track your results. Because if you have your own business, you'll be tracking how much money you made, how much money you spent, and what your deposits look like. And at the end of the day, if you have a payroll, you got to pay those out as well. So why not do this and be successful? Learning is not easy to begin with. And I'm telling you, all these education firms, they charging you so much money to learn the business. If I were you, I would say find someone that you really, really connect with, and see if you can have one-on-one session instead of buying a course for $2,000 to $3,000. Because buying a course for $2,000 to $3,000 is learning flying without the airplane. Yeah, good luck with that. Find someone that you can connect with. Back to the sheet here. Super easy. 828 stock Tesla, time 9:35, out 9:45. Time frame was 2 minutes. Setup was a buy setup, $150. 150 shares. Entry price was $240. Did not add on this trade. Stop 238. Exit 150. Exit price 150 shares, 238. $2 stop, $300 risk. All these trades are taken with about $300 risk. Lost 2 points, lost $300, $36,000 in capital. So if you were to look at it, this right here, look at this right here. That's 828. How much capital did I need for that? $111,930. That's it. And this day I made $120. Now let's go to 2750. 2750 right here. 2750. On this day, I took only 2 trades. Capital 20. Look at this capital. This is what I made. This is what I made. Capital right here, $55,000. So your capital, you have enough capital. Don't let anyone tell you you are undercapitalized if you do it the right way. But most importantly, now you can see these are just the entry. This would say, did you follow the trading plan or did you not follow the trading plan? Or where you made mistakes. And these are my notes of how I traded these stocks. I mean, for example, let's talk about this HPQ that I lost. Shorted into strength at high of the day, too much strength to short. And that was the reason I lost. And let's see, who am I on this? And let me bring it to you right over here. Who am I? Let's talk about who am I. Well, this one tells you. This right here, it tells you the report range, total 14 trades, 8 wins, 6 loser, $22 average winner. It's a little bit skewed because Tesla was a really good trade and it was an all-day runner. Not all-day runner, but it ran like $15 in 10 minutes. Literally ran this much and then we got out. Batting average 57%. Growth sharp 3.09. That's not always the case, but that's incredible. If that's the case, I would be multimillionaire. That is not the case. Usually I'm about 1.8, 1.7, extraordinary right here. And then right here, it gives you all the data. This is who am I. This is who you are. Do you know who you are? 5 trading days, 14 trades, 2.8 trades, 8 wins, 6 losses right here. Gross profit, average profit 57.3 sharp. Now look at this crazy stuff. 11 longs, 3 shorts, 0 wins in the short. Now, for me at least, shorts did not work last week. So I ended up losing money in shorts. Now let's look at the time frame. This is very rare that you're going to see a trade here for me because I don't trade on a 1-minute chart unless it is an incredible high shock value, and I explained that in a different video. I usually don't say that, but let's talk about this. So it's 9 trades, 2 minutes chart. That is where I start. So most of my trade is going to be on a 2 minutes. 5 minutes, I have 5 trades on a 5 minutes, and the money that I made, the losses, but then all my setups right here. Buy setup, sell setup, breakouts. I have 1 breakout in Dell, breakdown, climactic, no, reversal, climactic, reversal. I don't really trade many of the climactics. 1, 2, 3. I had 2, 1, 2, 3, and then high lows. I only had one low of the day break, and that was a loser, $300. I didn't have any high. And these are all my trades. Now let's talk about the time frames here. 5 trades I follow my plan 100%. 3 trades I follow, let's just call it 90% of the time. Partially followed in 2, and then 4 I didn't follow. I actually end up losing 3 of them. How about that? So that's where it's so important to know, and I need to understand, who am I? Who are you? Mondays. So my least profitable days are Wednesday, and that has been the case. If I show you my yearly returns, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my least profitable days. Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays are my most profitable day. And you know why? Because I am so self-aware that I want to start the week good. So I want to have a good start to the week. That will be Mondays. And as important, I want to have a great finish to the week, even if that means I don't trade that day and that setup is not there for me, because I would have to sit and wait 3 full days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to have a chance to get back and say, okay, now I got to do things what I'm better at. And then here are the shares quantity. So most of the time, rarely you would see $1,000 to $3,000 here, unless I'm trading a $5 stock. So that's all depends on the risk level, right? You can make money. How long do you stay in the trade? Well, 0 to 5 minutes, 1 trade. 6 to 15 minutes. Look, 1 trade, 0 to 5 minutes. It's a $300 loss, and that's gonna happen. You'll be surprised when you go back and see that most of your losses is gonna happen right away. That means right away you're not in the right trade. 6 to 15 minutes is my most profitable when I'm in that trade. $3,300. And 31, and then when I hold the trade longer, an hour to 2 hours, look at that, 8. So I understood to what to do with my trades and not be too hurry to call it. And my most profitable trade is when the price of the stock is $100 or more. That's where the most profitable, that's where the volatility comes. That's where I'm good at, let's just say. Those are stocks that I traffic into. This talks about the stop sizes. I mean, these are mostly going to be super scalpy, under $5 stock. If this is higher, this is going to be right there. That's automatically, it's going to be there. 7 trades with the market, 6 against the market. Doesn't mean that I'm going against the market. That means I'm trading longs that's showing relative strength and market is weak. So it doesn't always mean that you're going the wrong way. And this is just for August and one for September. So this is just for illustration purposes. And all your losers right here, all your winners right here. Your daily, your weekly. Who are you on the weekly level? And this is for August. You know what we've done in August, $16,000. And this is monthly. I've had a month that I barely made it. April was a tough month for me. Got better in May. July was tough for me. Everyone made money in July. I barely made any money. And August, so far, one of the best months. So understanding who you are will eventually land you to the level where you want to go. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Understand who you are. Understand your capabilities. You have unbelievable potential to be great. If you only unlock the discipline, Or I would say, if you lock in on the discipline, you will unlock the champion within you. Hopefully you like it. If you like it, hit a like, hit a subscribe, stay with Playbook Trading, stay focused. Keep up.